What's up, guys? It's your boy Ed Kane, Ed Kane International Mail, EddieKane.com, whatever you want to call me. You know I go by it. It's all good. What's going on? Just want to bring you guys a PSA. I get a lot of people that have reached out over the years, and when I'm out, they ask me a lot of questions about riding a motorcycle here, buying a motorcycle here, what it entails. A lot of people like, are you crazy? Why would you ride a motorcycle in the DR or even drive a car? But this video is specifically about riding a moto. So I want to just, come on, give you guys some insight into riding a bike. A lot of people do want to ride a motorcycle here. A lot of visitors are riders in the States. So they ride and they want to ride here. You can't beat it. It's a beautiful country, beautiful scenery. The weather's always great pretty much. So you definitely would enjoy it. But there are some pros and cons to it, without a doubt. So I just want to touch on a few of those for you guys that have asked about it. So, starting off, can you buy a motorcycle in the DR without having residency and all that good stuff? Yes. There are several places you can go to and purchase a motorcycle, scooter, whichever you want, even a car, but again, this is about a motorcycle. All you have to do is show your passport, your driver license, you get insurance or whatever. Insurance is only like $9 a year for the entire year, but that's full coverage. Now, I don't know what they'll fix if something happens, because I've never had, anything major to happen, but that's all you need to purchase a motorcycle. Of course, you need an address, so that's not hard for any of you guys to get if you don't live here. But as far as riding a motorcycle in the DR, it can be dangerous. I'm gonna be upfront with you guys, really transparent and candid. It can definitely be dangerous. But let me just tell you guys how I started riding a bike here. I hadn't rode a motorcycle in 20 years. I rode years ago. I used to live in Atlanta years ago, and before I moved to Atlanta from Memphis, I actually had a bike. So I taught myself how to ride a motorcycle. Well, I didn't teach myself. When I was a kid, my dad bought me my first bike, a dirt bike, and it had gears. It was a real bike. So I rode it, and but I hadn't rode a bike in years, except for in college. A couple of friends had bikes, motos, and I would ride their bikes or whatever. But as far as owning a bike, riding one every day, I hadn't rode a bike in years. Years. So it was different, you know what I'm saying? When I was contemplating getting a bike, should I do it? Should I not do it? I had to think about all those things. And so, I took a little test drive or whatever on my moto, went in the back of the shop where I bought it at, but it wasn't a large space, so I took a chance. It's just like riding a bike, to be honest. Everybody's different, but when I got on, I was able to get my bearings back, and I had to ride it from there, the shop to home, and that was about 3 miles. So I didn't have any issues. I was a little wobbly at first, but I was good. Only issue so after about a week, I was fine. But what I did do before buying a bike, I rode on the back of motor conchos. So I always watched. I watched how traffic moved. I watched how the motos would ride, how cars didn't respect motos. Same way in the States, cars don't respect motorcycles, but that's just how it is. Cars are bigger than motorcycles, and that's how it should be, to be honest. But not say they shouldn't respect them, but here, motorcycles are the majority. So the motorcycles don't respect cars, to be honest. They'll look at you crazy if you try to drive normal in a car, because they are the majority. But you can buy a bike here. There is no issue. You can ride. You have to be extremely careful. You need to look at your surroundings more than once, more than twice, 6 or 7 times. Don't ride distracted. Be very careful. Out in the countryside, you will love it. It's just beautiful. But it is easier to ride in the countryside. In the city, it's a little more difficult. So if you want to do it, guys, and enjoy it. Just be careful. Your boy's out.
GoPro, start recording.